Hello and welcome back to the Taylor Seminars, where we talk about how Taylor Swift turns life into poetry. My name is Hannah. I'm here with my wonderful co-host, Exquisite. How are you?
Hi, Hannah. I'm so cold, but I feel like that's proper. Barefoot in the Wild is winter, if you will. We're finally back in Evermore
We
season.
are
So,
finally back in the Evermore season, um, but are you also kind of dancing through the lightning strikes?
um, yeah, because Taylor Swift is an evil woman. I
So,
love her so much. She's so rude to Evermore.
so as you guys know, when we concluded last week's episode, we were like, we're gonna definitely do Tolerate It unless Taylor Swift does something crazy, and she did. She announced that she is officially releasing Opalite as a single and will be releasing a music video. So as of the time we are recording this, she has just announced it, but we had already planned to talk about Tolerate It. So we said we are not letting Taylor Swift derail Evermore again.
No, literally, we had to put our foot down somewhere.
Yeah.
We had to. I think some of our beautiful, beautiful listeners, our seminarians, whatever we're calling you guys, would have rioted in our mentions.
So the plan right now is to continue with this episode on Tolerated, and there are some interesting parallels to Opalite. I think Exquisite gave me a little hint before we started recording, and
Hmm.
we will do a Opalite music video reaction later this weekend. So if you're listening to this live, you'll get it in a couple days. If you're listening to this, you're binging this. Boom! There'll be a bonus episode right after this where, if you want to do go back to Showgirl for a little bit, you'll be able to do that. So
Hmm.
Tolerate It. Track 5 on Evermore. Exquisite, what's a track 5?
A track five is for Taylor, the most emotionally resonant song on the album. Maybe not always the saddest song, because it's not always the saddest
Yeah.
song, but it is the most emotional song for her, most emotionally resonant. It speaks to a certain state of mind she's in. Um, yeah, so that's what track five is.
Yeah, and so and this story is this song, wow, there is a storytelling song. So she talked about this in the Apple Music interview she did with Zane Lowe. Is that it?
Yeah, I think so.
Where she talks about how it was inspired by the novel Rebecca, written by Daphne du Maurier.
Daphne du Maurier.
Thank you, thank you.
You're welcome.
Um,
Welcome. You're welcome. Rebecca, one of the greatest novels of all time,
what is it
by the
about,
way.
Exquisite?
Okay, so Rebecca, I'm not going to get into spoilers, but I will tell you there is this young woman. She's younger than this man. He is a widower, and he was married to a woman named Rebecca. So Rebecca is his wife who died, and he marries this young woman who never gets a name, and she moves into their big house called Manderley, and she is overshadowed by the ghost of Rebecca. Like Rebecca is haunting the narrative, even though there's like no ghosts in this, right? Like no ghosts, but like the staff is like, you'll never be like Rebecca. And her husband is like Maxim is his name, is like always bringing up Rebecca, or he's like, I can't talk about Rebecca. Like Rebecca, 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 Rebecca. So much so that our main character never gets named. So she's like, and she's so in love with her husband, and all she can see all around her is Rebecca, Rebecca, Rebecca. Like
Yeah. So,
she's being tolerated.
would you say that this book kind of fits into kind of the ghostly, gloomy themes of Evermore, right?
Well, yes. Well, yes, especially because it is a mystery novel, which Evermore has that, like we got like our Ivies, we got our no body, no crimes, like they're like all of that. It's all ingrained. So yes.
Yeah, I think it is a gothic novel, right,
Hmm.
Rebecca? And
Hmm.
I you get that kind of death imagery and infidelity that you often get in things like Wuthering Heights and Jane Eyre. Like are these characters like moral or immoral? A
Hmm.
lot of darkness and running through the clover or the heath, and
Hmm.
we see Taylor really deal with a lot more of these darker themes of relationships and the dark underbelly, and she really flexes that muscle and Tolerate It.
She she really is. Like, she is flexing it to the point where you listen to Tolerate It and you're like, "Oh my god, thank God Taylor said this album is all fictional," right? You're like, "Oh god, thank you." And now it's like, "Oh god."
Well, now we know it's more auto fiction,
Yeah.
which is I know I keep asking Exquisite all these questions, but it's because we're going back many weeks to pre Showgirl where we haven't. We've been in a whole different pop universe, right? But
Yeah.
autofiction. Well, let me answer this one a little bit. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but it's autobiographical. It's very much about your life, but you're doing it through the lens of a different character.
Yeah, yeah, basically. Yes.
All right.
So it's fiction, but like the character it's not exactly self-insert. I wouldn't say that. I would never say that, but it is like you are filtering your own experiences through the distance of fiction.
Yes. Beautiful. This is why you're the professor.
Thanks,
Uh,
Hannah.
well, now that we have that little recap intro to Evermore and a little bit of the song, let me start reading the first verse. I sit and watch you reading with your head low. I wake and watch you breathing with your eyes closed. I sit and watch you. I notice everything you do or don't do. You're so much older and wiser, and I. Exquisite is like waving her hands, telling me to stop. She is triggered.
I I am like, oh my god. Like, okay, like literally, I think some of our audience probably also had like the same experience. Like, you just start hearing these lyrics, and I'm immediately like, no, wait, Taylor, I can't. I think we should also talk about the staging. So when this song opens up, right, she's setting the table, and then she's
You're
sitting
talking about at the
across.
Eras tour.
Yeah, the Eras tour, the Eras tour. She's sitting across, and so we get that first verse. Hannah, I sit and watch you. Not like go, Hannah.
Yeah, so I think this shows a person who's almost invisible, right? Who has no independence, no agency. All they can do is just sit and watch so that I don't disturb you, right?
Yeah.
It's this idea that I'm going to be a burden on you. That'll come back later. Where
Yep.
you're reading, I can't interrupt you. I have to just sit and watch. I have a thought, I have an
Mhm.
idea, can't do anything, right? The I wake and I can't wake and be like, I had a nightmare, right? Or like, hey, I can't fall
Mhm.
asleep. Can you cuddle with me? Whatever. No, nothing, right? I notice everything you do or don't do. And I think the or don't do is the painful one because it's like, you don't give me compliments. You don't, remember me. You don't go, hey, like, here's a gift because I was walking through the farmer's market and I thought of you. Or, all these other girls get texts, from their boyfriend or husband. I get nothing, right?
Yeah.
And she tries to
Yeah.
justify
Yeah.
it. You're so much older. You're so much wiser. Like she
Yeah.
feels like she
Yeah.
can't cross this barrier.
Yeah. It's literally like um there's this immediate distance you get from the two characters, like you have the narrator and her um husband partner or whatever. And it's like, again, like that watching, like, how are you on the outside of your own relationship? You can only look through, like, there's distance. It's like, it's almost like I'm a voyeur in my own, like, house. I sit and watch. That's all. I wake and watch. Everything I'm doing, I'm just watching. And it's like, you're so much older and wiser. So is this how relationships are supposed to be? Do you know more than I do? And I think the reading with your head low is very interesting to me because it's like you're so absorbed in this book, like you're not even looking over. You're like, if you've ever been with someone and you're having dinner with them and they're just like in their phone,
Mm-hmm.
it's like, oh, you are purposely like shutting me out.
Yeah. Yeah. And uh, we'll get into this more, but we do know that Taylor has written a lot about this kind of age gap before, right?
Hmm.
We talked about it in our last episode about the five songs she submitted to the Songwriters Hall of Fame, right?
Hmm.
You said if we had been closer in age, maybe it would have been fine. That was in the 10-minute All Too Well. Um, what's the one in the manuscript where
Literally the exchange. You saw my license. That part.
yeah,
Oh my god.
oh my
Oh my
gosh.
gosh. Help. Help us.
I know.
You listeners cannot help us, but you can yell it at your screen and maybe
Yeah, but
we'll get
anyway,
it.
like,
We'll get
but
it.
even in
Yeah.
the manuscript has that thing of like in the age of him, she was 30. I just googled it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
And made
yeah. There we
coffee
go. There we
every
go.
morning in a French press. Afterwards, she only ate kids' cereal and couldn't sleep unless it was in her mother's bed, right? Oh, she thought about how he had said she was so wise beyond her years.
Yeah, there we
Everything had
go.
been
There we
above
go.
board. She
She
wasn't
wasn't
sure.
sure.
So
She wasn't sure.
so yeah, so we know this, and even what's that song? Dear John, right? Don't you think
Hmm.
19 was too young to be played with? And
Hmm.
then its sequel song, Woulda, Coulda, Shoulda. What
Hmm.
does she scream sing, Exquisite?
Give me back my girlhood. It was mine first. Okay,
Right.
yeah.
So,
Ugh.
so
It's
yeah.
good. It's
So,
good.
this is again a theme that she's revisited in songs,
Hmm.
and even for me, like looking at the what's it called, the All Too Well 10-minute short film, right?
Hmm.
That scene where he drops her hand at the table, where she's trying to like connect with him, and he's like cuts her off and makes her feel so isolated and alone at a table, like the Aristor table, right? Like there's
At
this,
a
she's,
table.
this is a feeling that clearly she has felt before and definitely resonated
Mhm.
with the character and could be part of making the story. Okay, we're already getting
Yeah.
so much into this, and
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
just
yeah,
first one.
yeah.
Let's keep going.
Oh, wait, before we keep going,
Oh,
speaking of tables, real quick. This is just for anybody who's like a learner. Have you ever read Hills Like White Elephants,
no.
by Ernest Hemingway? That takes place. It's like a conversation takes place at a table, and it's between like this older man and this younger woman, and he is like completely not engaging her in conversation because he's trying to convince her to do something. It's a story about abortion. It's really short. You should read it. But it's all subtextual, and I think reading that, listening to Tolerate It, very interesting, very interesting, very interesting. Anyway, next verse.
Well, not
Yay.
next verse.
Uh
Chorus?
yeah, chorus.
Go
Even
for it.
though, yeah, it's a chorus. I wait by the door like I'm just a kid. Use my best colors for your portrait. Lay the table with the fancy shit and watch you tolerate it. If it's all in my head, tell me now. Tell me I've got it wrong somehow. I know my love should be celebrated, but you tolerate it.
Who the hell rhymes celebrated with tolerated?
Who the hell writes a song called Tolerate It? Who puts tolerate in a song? Anyway, so I think we should explain what tolerate means. So tolerate is a verb, right? And it means to allow the existence, occurrence, or practice of without interference. And I know there's the whole thing, it's like we must practice tolerance, right? But the problem with tolerance is, again, it's like without interference. You're like, okay, I guess this is allowed to
And no
exist.
enthusiasm.
Yep.
It's
It's
not
like,
really
yeah.
acceptance as it is,
Hmm.
or it's like the barest form of acceptance.
Yeah. It's like a lack of engagement entirely.
Yeah,
Um,
right. It's
and
like
we just, yeah, keep going,
there's
Hannah. What
no
was it?
grace in it. There's no
Mhm.
warmth in it. It's very, it's not freezing in the palace, but it's definitely not comfortable. Like I need some
Yeah,
sweaters and
it's
quilts.
freaking cold.
Yeah,
Not iced out entirely, but I kind of am.
yeah.
And is one of those songs where it like really situates you in that isolating winter season of
Isolating.
Evermore. Yeah, isolating winter of Evermore. And again, and it's so isolating that the first line of the chorus is I wait by the door. Like I'm by myself waiting for you. And the wait is an action. It's like the action she does towards who she's speaking to, and the only action he does back towards her is tolerating, right?
Oof.
So the act of I wait by the door like I'm just a kid. So this simile, she's making her comes right after the you're older and wiser, and I am so young that I'm literally waiting for you.
It's so sad. She's really emphasizing that power dynamic difference.
Yep.
And she's trying so hard, even in her her distance. Not she's not trying to be disengaged, but
Mhm.
because of the disengagement, she's trying to re-engage by showing off as best as she can. Right? She's not even talking to him. It's I'm just painting a picture of you that requires you to not pay any attention to me. You're just sitting there, and I'm just like doing my
Mhm.
thing. I lay the table with fancy silverware
Mhm.
and you don't care.
Yeah, also with that painting, I love the fact that that comes right after just a kid, because what do little kids do? They draw and they bring it to their parents and they're like, "Look what I made." And a parent is like, "This is the most beautiful thing in the world. It's going on the fridge." Like,
100%.
even if it like looks a mess, like it's just scribbles. And she's like, "I said while I was watching you ignore me and read and stuff, I was using the most expensive color, like basically putting in all this work to paint you, and you don't care. You're just like, "Oh, lovely."
Yeah. And we do get a little bit of anger kind of peeking out, laying the table
Mhm,
with the fancy shit. Like we see
mhm,
her, she's trying and she's like at the edge, right? It's
mhm,
she's frustrated. You feel that. And yet even that heat, that slight anger met with indifference, right? Which is even
mhm.
worse sometimes. The worst is when you're mad and the other person does not even care. Like at least if fire meets fire, there can be some kind of passion, right? But there's nothing.
It's just cold. It's cold. You're not even trying to praise me. You don't care. And the thing is, the speaker is like, "Hey, if it's all in my head, tell me now because I can go." Right? Like,
Or tell
tell
me that
me.
I'm not reading you correctly, right?
Yeah.
Like tell me that, oh, like you are being
Yeah.
paranoid and I
Yeah.
actually do love you, blah, blah, blah.
Tell me it's me like an afterglow. Like, "Hey, it's all me in my head.
Yeah,
I'm the one doing something wrong." So if you tell me that, then it's like, "Okay, we can figure this out. Talk to me." It's literally like a talk to me
yeah,
thing. Anything. Like, say I'm just feeling really bad right now. That's why I'm like
yeah.
dealing with it. And you're
I'm going
reading
through
this book.
something at work. It's very stressful.
Like, literally tell me I've got it wrong somehow. And the reason she's like, "If it's in my head, tell me because I know how I should be treated. And
Yep.
you're not treating me this way. Like, I'm the best thing at this party. My love should be celebrated. Like,
Yeah.
what's going on here? What's going on here?"
Yeah. I mean, that made me think of I think you were alluding to like a honey lyric a little bit,
Yep,
right?
yep, yep. I
Let's
was.
go there.
Let's go there because literally, I'm alluding to the line. And when anyone called me love me, they were trying finding ways not to praise me. Um,
Yeah, when anyone called
like
me lovely. Yep.
yeah, so it was like I use my best colors. I'm setting the table, and they're like, "Oh, that's lovely." Back to my book.
Yeah, yeah, they're
My
literally yeah, it's literally a tolerating of oh your little hobby, your little sourdough bread baking thing, whatever. I
your
do
little
not care.
painting,
Yeah,
okay, it's cool, whatever. And it's like no, front lines, don't you ignore me.
when it should
You do not
be
see the act I'm doing.
you should be like Paul McCartney saying and his wife saying Paul McCartney's wife saying what a mind. It happens all the time.
Exactly. Like there's so many active things she's doing in the song, the speaker that is, and it's like, "Hey, hey, hey, pay attention to me." Um, and instead we're getting splintered back in winter silent dinners.
Now, to be fair, dear listeners, we do not know 100% who the muse is for this
Yeah,
song.
we don't know.
We think there may be multiple muses in this song. In fact, I think there are multiple muses for this song. However, we do know that these themes of being not celebrated, of being tolerated, of feeling like there are power dynamics, especially caused by age, have been things that Taylor has written about in the past. And so we are going to freely just throw out lyrics
Yeah,
and
we're gonna pick from
associations.
the song because that's what you do. Like when you have a discography such as this, you are allowed to make connections across songs all over,
Yeah.
all over. It's fun.
And
Loosen
especially
up.
and you just got to show your work a little. You know, you can't just like
Yep,
throw random things out there.
exactly, exactly,
But yes, so
exactly.
you can already see that this person is kind of like is about to is like trying to get the courage to say these things, but there are no quotation marks in the song as far as I know, right? Like
Yeah,
or especially in this
yeah. I don't
chorus.
see any of them.
Yeah, right? Like where it's literally this is just an imaginary conversation that she's having in her head like please
Yeah,
see me,
and
please
yeah,
look at
and you
me.
can kind of see that on the stage, the way she stages it,
Yes.
because she's doing all the stuff. She's standing on the table, and the dancer portraying the lover is not
Just
reacting.
eating, just chilling.
So it's like, oh, this even when she goes up and it's like trying to touch his hand, like there's no reaction. It's like, okay, this is a conversation she's having in her head of like a decision. She's trying to come to a decision about something.
Yeah.
Um, and we'll actually talk about the decision a little later. But Hannah, you want to get into that next verse?
Yes. I greet you with the battle hero's welcome. I take your indiscretions all in good fun. I sit and listen. I polish plates until they gleam and glisten. You're so much older and wiser, and I.
Hannah, what's an indiscretion?
An indiscretion is kind of like a something that you don't want to talk about, as in it's usually some kind of tryst or some kind of thing that's a little bit taboo or unwanted. For example, like having a secret lover, to
Yep.
going out to party where you're not supposed to. Maybe some illicit substances are there, right? And she's like,
Yeah.
it's haha. He's just getting getting it out of his system. Haha.
Yeah.
I'm gonna accept his excuse
Yeah.
even though I know it's a lie.
Yeah. It can also be like speech that's kind of like wrong. So it's like, oh,
Ooh.
you poke fun at me. Oh, it's just fun. It's just good fun. Like, oh, you made a joke at my expense.
Oh,
Were you making fun of me with some esoteric joke?
oh my gosh.
But it's okay. Haha. I can laugh too. I'm just one of the girls. Like, it's okay.
Yeah, maybe
Um,
you even said that I'm not funny, right?
mhm.
What's that lyric? You say you think I'm
in
funny because he never did. I was
yeah,
never
in
good at telling
beginning,
jokes, but the
and
punchline
I
goes,
was never good at. Yeah, exactly, exactly. There, I have never like gone and made this connection before, but I'm really like feeling the fresh out the slammer connection because the splintered back in winter, silent dinners, bitter you he was with her in dreams. I take your indiscretions all in good fun. I sit and listen. Like I'm listening. I'm
yeah.
listening. I'm quiet and I'm listening. I'm a good girl.
Oh my
Good
gosh.
girl. Long what is that line? Good girls. Patient they'll be long they will wait.
Good
From sad
girls,
people tragic.
long will, hopeful
It's
they'll
from sad people.
be, long
Yeah,
they will
hopeful will be
wait.
long they will wait. Yeah, yeah. So she's like, I'm a listener. I'm a good listener. I'm a good wife.
And
Like I
I
can sit
greet
and
you
do this.
with the battle hero's welcome. Like, does he deserve that? Does he really, like, what did he really do? Did he just,
Yeah, like
was he really just on Slack all day, you know?
you come home from work and I wait by the door for you and when you walk in, I'm the most excited to see you. You have been doing so much for us and I love you. I love you. I love you. I can't believe you're back home. Do you know I used to watch those surprise homecoming videos?
Yeah.
With like soldiers would come home and surprise their families. And so a battle hero's welcome is like she's like jumping down, crying, just so happy and
Yep.
excited and expressing all these emotions. Um,
And
he doesn't give a damn.
he does, yeah. And it sounds like she is alone a lot, right? She's
hmm
not dancing with him or talking with him or whatever. She sits at home, just polishes plates. So much polishing because he's not there
Yeah,
that they gleam and glisten. They're not
she's a
used.
good wife
Yeah.
is the thing. Like not to be no, yes to be like this because high infidelity, it's like your picket fence is sharp as knives. This is probably part of the like picket fence. Like she's doing the things you would expect. Like she like old timey wise, they would be at home and they would do like their needle point, like the rich wives, and they wouldn't necessarily be polishing plates because they had maids for this, but she's also like polishing the plates. And she has her womanly paintings.
No,
like she
I really like the high infidelity um, lyric connection. I'm
hmm
looking it up right now. Like, yeah, put on your headphones and burn my city. Your picket fence is sharp as knives. I was dancing around it. Um, the One of the verses goes, "Storm coming, good husband, bad omen, dragged my feet right down the aisle. At the house, lonely, good money, I'd pay if you just know me. Seemed like the right thing at the time."
Mhm, mhm. So again, she spends so much time alone. I left all I knew, you left me at the house.
Yeah.
You know? Like there's so much loneliness. loneliness, to house all home, not all alone because nobody's there.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and she's alone, and she's like, I'm putting in this work, and I have to say, like, polishing silver till they gleam and glisten. That's a lot of work.
It's a lot of
Like,
work.
that's hard.
You gotta
It's
buff it.
labor. Years of labor, locks and ceilings. Wow.
And she thought she was gaslit so bad, she thought it was all in her head. She was like, maybe
Mhm.
it's just, maybe I'm crazy. It's me. Hi, I'm
Mhm.
the problem.
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
And because she so wants to believe. And that's the thing about Taylor in so much of her writing is she is such a romantic and she wants that fairy
Still a
tale.
believer, and I don't know why.
Exactly. And so if you give me that reason, if you squeeze my hand as I'm about to leave, I'll stay.
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
Even though you turn around and you just start tolerating it.
Mhm. Mhm. Ugh. Ugh. Oh wait, I could do the best part of the song,
Oh,
don't
here
I?
we go. Oh, here we go.
While you were out building other worlds, where was I? Where's that man who'd throw blankets over my barbed wire? I made you my temple, my mural, my sky. Now I'm begging for footnotes in the story of your life, drawing hearts in the byline, always taking up too much space or time. You assume I'm fine, but what would you do if I break free and leave us in ruins? Took this dagger in me and removed it, gain the weight of you, then lose it. Believe me, I could do it. If it's all in my head, tell me now. Tell me I've got it wrong somehow. I know my love should be celebrated, but you tolerate it. I sit and watch you. Like,
What a
she
wow.
just starts ranting. Like, the bridge steam trains into the end. And this is like that bridge into the ending lets us know, like, as listeners, oh, she's just contemplating what she could do.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she is a it's like a moment of awareness and clarity from our speaker, and it is like my heart just started racing. We got to take this line by line.
While you were out building other worlds, where was I? Right? You are out there and you are just leaving me. You are in
Yep.
outer space, right? And
I
I'm
didn't
stuck
opt
on Earth.
in to be your odd man out, by the way.
Yeah.
Where am I? You're making plans without me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You're not even thinking about me. I'm not even a small consideration anymore.
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
And
Mhm.
it's
Mhm.
crazy because you used to be the man who would throw blankets over my barbed wire. You used to be the one.
Yeah.
So barbed wire was used a lot. I think it started really in trench. It was used a lot to stop cattle or livestock from like leaving areas. It was very easy to roll and unroll to make like a
Mhm.
fence, especially in the American Midwest when they started doing a lot of ranchering, making
Mhm.
ranches. Anyway, then it was used in trench warfare a lot in World War One, where they would just have barbed wire separating these no man's land, so that when people tried to
Mhm.
charge and take over land, they would get cut by the barbed wire. It's very effective, and the way you could overcome barbed wire is you would throw blankets on top of it to cover the spikes, a very thick blanket, and then you could kind of hop over it. Otherwise, it would literally snag your skin and rip out chunks. Right, so
Mhm.
it's a very
Mhm.
harrowing
Yeah.
experience.
Um, and it's like my past and all stuff. I was wrapped, in my own barbed wire. You threw blankets over it to reach me. So you used to put in work, right? And
And you
I
saved me, right? Like you
yeah,
you cared and
or
you helped
yeah,
me.
you cared enough to reach me. And I say this because when this song first came out, right? I noticed the barbed wire line. And I will say I noticed the barbed wire line because I saw it immediately and I took screenshots because I said, where has Taylor used barbed wire before? Why
Mm.
does it stick out to me? She used it in Invisible String, also on the bridge of Invisible String. She used barbed wire. She goes, a string that pulled me out of all those wrong arms right into that dive bar. Something wrapped all my past mistakes in barbed wire.
Yep.
Um, and I was like, it's interesting to have the very specific lyric choice of barbed wire twice.
Yeah.
And Invisible String is like a song where it's like, we are together, we're meant to be together. You put in work for us to be together. And then you have Tolerate It, which is like, you don't put in that work anymore. And I
Yeah.
thought that was an interesting connection.
Yeah. Like in Folklore's Invisible String, it's very much uh, you the barbed wire was protective, right? You so that
Mhm.
my mistakes can't come get me. But now
Mhm.
the barbed wire is separating you and me. And I
Mhm.
will
Like, you
say,
don't you don't you
yeah,
don't
go
throw
ahead.
blankets over me anymore to be near me.
Yeah,
Like, you don't wanna be near me. I guess my barbed wire can show again, you know?
yeah, and it's so sad. I did wonder that when it came out back to back. I in my hopefulness was like she just wanted to use the same imagery. It's such a good one. She might have just wanted to use barbed wire again. I don't know why I put on an accent. Um, but now I look at it, I'm a little like, okay,
Yeah.
it's definitely a choice.
And I think it's a very specific choice, right? Especially because it's immediately followed by, like, here's the work he put in, right? He threw blankets over my barbed wire, like, to get close to me, even though maybe I used to be very prickly, right? He wrapped me up. And so she in turn said, I made you my temple, my mural, my sky. And we really have to take this like
Word by
spot by
word.
spot. Like, I made you, so, like, physically did these things. This is like she built it.
Well, metaphorically, physically.
Yeah, but metaphorically, physically, she built a temple. So I made you my temple. And if you remember there in Reputation, there was a lot of worshiping happening in Rich and in Lover.
And in Lover, yep.
False God. We still worship this love. The altar is my hips.
Mm-hmm.
So she's like, I made you my temple. Like, I let you in my body because my body is a temple. You're my temple now.
Yeah.
Um, wow, that's crazy to make someone into your temple.
Yep.
Um, your place where you go for rest and peace and restoration. Like, you
Healing.
became, yeah, yeah, like you became my like person. You want to take mural?
Yeah, a mural is a very large, vibrant painting that's all over the side of a building or a wall. I think this is a very good connection to the portrait before. A portrait's generally a little smaller, but like I
Hmm.
didn't just make you a portrait. I splashed you all over my life, right? The buildings of my life.
Hmm.
You are larger than that, which is very funny. Like thinking about all the Taylor Swift murals and like
Hmm.
installations during the Eras tour, where she was like, you know, that
Yeah.
one in Indianapolis where she's literally like the side of a building, and she's
And yeah,
like
yeah. And you know what's funny? This is another connection to Honey now, actually.
yes,
Um,
I was gonna say this
Yeah.
because
Oh, we're
I
on one accord.
I want you to graffiti. I want to
My
graffiti you over my whole damn life.
Yep. By the paint and the color of your eyes and graffiti my whole damn life. So instead of making someone else a mural, she's like, let's paint over it. Like
Let's
let's
paint you
tag it,
everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. So yeah, but I made you my temple, my mural, and literally my sky. Like, you know how big the sky is? You're my whole world.
Mm-hmm.
Everything I see. I walk outside and I look up and that you're there.
Yeah.
And I did this willingly.
Yeah, because you were the man who threw blankets over my barbed wire. Like she didn't just get catfished per se, right? She
Hmm.
um literally was like, you saved me, right?
Like, there's
Uh
a reason I did this. Like, there is it wasn't I she wasn't, like, led into this falsely, like, she thought there was an equal and opposite, like, exchange,
yeah.
right? But, she's like, "I made you my sky," and then later we get, in one conversation, I tore down the whole sky.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's from
Ugh.
the TTPD anthology in summation, not anthology, TTPD in summation poem.
Mhm,
But
mhm,
yeah, I mean, she's definitely sung about like skies a ton, right? Whether it's just, in Lover, we have light pink sky up on the roof, right? It's kind of like this
mhm.
idea of like a whole new world starting. But then she also has like down bad, waking up in blood, staring at the sky, come back and pick me up, where her world has shattered. And she's like,
Mhm.
what am I to do? Ugh. But now she's begging for footnotes at the story of your life. Now, I think this line is insane because
It's insane.
Be-
Hannah.
because so footnotes are basically little asides that give more context or oftentimes reference another material, and they're very teeny tiny. Like if you have regular 10, 12 point font, for the text, you have like a 6 point font, a tiny, teeny, tiny footnote at the bottom. So she's like, look, I don't need to be at the same level as you or have that much
Yeah.
attention. I'm begging, not even asking, begging for tiny little footnotes. And then footnotes also
Because
has the implication of feet, like at the bottom. I'm
mhm.
willing to be at the lowest
Yep.
level as long as you
Yep.
notice me.
Yep. And you want to know like what's really interesting? Like the line before, she's like, "I made you." She doesn't say you're not still that, and it then becomes a very active verb. So the following lines are all ings, and we haven't had
Oh, yeah,
ings.
present
So she's like,
tense.
yeah, it's like, and it's present active. So
Yeah,
there, she's like, it's an action she's taking right now. Like this song is her begging for
yep,
footnote.
yep.
Like now and it's like the now brings us present, and she's like, this is me standing right here begging you to at least notate my existence, that I was here,
Yeah.
even if it's just at the bottom.
Yeah.
And the entire story of your life, please, like, can I be a footnote? Can
That is
I be an
so sad because
asterisk?
it makes it seem like if someone wrote a story of your life right now, I wouldn't be in it because no one even knows I exist, right?
Yep. Drawing hearts in the byline, which a byline is when you are like writing an article
Mm-hmm.
or like a newspaper, it's the line that says who wrote it.
Yeah, you'll have like the
So
headline, and then you'll
yeah,
have by.
yeah. So literally the byline. So it coming after story of your life, she's like, even if I'm just like at the footnotes, I'll still draw hearts around that you wrote your story. Like I want you to write your story, and I'm gonna put hearts around your name, and you can put me in the footnotes, please, 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 please.
Yeah, and then she does, and then she's like, and I guess there isn't really a transition, but she has like this fear or this kind of idea of this is what he thinks of her, that she's taking up too much space or time, which is
Always taking up too much space or time. I think that's also very interesting because she's like begging for footnotes, because she's like, yeah, I won't take up that much space if it's just a footnote, right? If I'm just in the bylines, um, then, which are also like very small things. It's like bye, and then you continue with the story. So she's like, always like, I always take up too much space and time. Like, of course you don't want to give it to me because I take up too much. It's too much space. I'm too
Do
big.
you feel like
I'm Monster on
sometimes
the
your
Hill.
integrity makes me seem small?
Oh my god.
You paint
Because
dreamscapes
I
on the
talk shit with
wall,
my
a little
friends.
mural. It's
Like I
like I'm
know, like,
wasting your honor.
because again, because it's like building other worlds. You're painting dreamscapes on the wall. Meanwhile, I'm talking shit with my friends about random things. Like, anyway, I'm gonna be sick. I'm gonna be sick. And then the worst part of it all, you assume I'm fine.
That's so crazy.
That's the worst part. How can you claim that you love someone you can't tell is dying?
No, that's literally the lyric I was thinking of. Ah! Right? You couldn't admit that we were sick.
Like, because you assumed I was fine,
I sent
even
you
though,
signals and bit my nails down to the quick. My face was gray, but you wouldn't admit that we were sick from your losing me.
ugh,
I know. Oh my gosh. And the air is thick with loss and indecision. I know my
mhm,
pain is such an imposition.
take up too much space. Again, my hurt at you ignoring me. It's too much.
Yeah.
and and then she keeps going, because here's the thing, this whole time our speaker has been like kind of passive, like, right, she's like, I'm watching, this is just happening, you're ignoring me.
Yeah, she's not an
And she goes,
actor. She's being acted
yeah,
on.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And she's like, but what would you do, what would you do if I say break free and leave us in ruins?
Yep.
What if I got out? What if I left you?
What if I left the labyrinth of my mind?
Yep. What if when I saw all those shattered pieces where there was no place for me to stay, I
I
left and
got
I
up.
didn't let. squeeze me, my fingers, hands as I'm about to leave.
Yep.
What then? What then? What then? What if I took this dagger in me and removed it?
No,
Hannah,
that's great. So I just want you guys to know, just PSA, if you do get stabbed by something, do not remove it. You should know this from Grey's Anatomy and every other medical show. You might have severed like an artery or a big blood vessel,
yeah,
and if you pull it out, you will actually be more likely to bleed out. The fact that the object is
yeah,
still in your body means that it's holding your body together. So do not
yeah.
do that. Um,
And this line, because of everything Hannah just said, all of this is she saying, you're this dagger in me. Like you're actively hurting me. But I could I could take it. I could take it out. I could take this dagger out, this pain, and remove it. And that implies that she's like, I could bleed out and die, or I could go away. Like
mm,
I'd leave us in ruins, bleeding out on the sand because I took the dagger out. But you're the dagger. You're hurting me. You're actively killing me. Like
yeah, it's kill. I'm dead either way.
the idea of like I'm ignoring the dagger because if I pull it out, it's going to hurt so much more. Um, that is literally Loki right into the start of Torture Poet's Permits. Like and I think it said it before, the like when you're running and once you stop running it's gonna hurt really bad, so you just keep running.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, it hurts me to be with you because it's literally killing me. But if I take it out to treat the wound, I might also die.
Yep.
But look, gain the weight of you, then lose it.
Yep. Yep. It's
Like
and gain the weight of you and lose it reminds me kind of all too
all
ultimate
too
version,
ultimate version. I
right?
knew it. I knew it.
Where it's like I'm a soldier who's returning half her weight.
Her weight. Listen, she said all of that, and also like all of that weight that you put on me of like just like not giving me anything, I could lose it. I could take that weight and get rid of it. What'd you do? What'd you do? Because believe me, I could do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I could do it.
Yeah. And to me, like, oh, well, no, we'll get to this later. But the gain the weight of you and lose it is so crazy because you're a burden. You've literally like made me heavy. And then if I
Mm-hmm.
lose it, I'm gonna be free. I'm gonna be light as a feather. Like right. If I
Mm-hmm.
bolt, right,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be so happy. I'm gonna be giggling, you know.
Yep.
And
And that's what the believe me I could do it is. I
yeah,
can do it.
yeah,
I could leave.
yep.
So, and it's basically reframes that if it's all in my head, tell me now. Like,
Hmm.
I need you to tell me right now that I'm making this up because I could leave you if I wanted to. I
Yep,
know I can.
yep.
And I know I can because my love should be celebrated. And then we know she does not leave
Because of that little
because
line.
it's present. It's present. I sit and watch you. It's present again.
It's back to the beginning. Yeah, she's had this whole argument in her head where she's been hyping herself up, and just getting, I'm gonna do it, and then she can't.
And then she can't or she won't, right? And it's also kind of like the same threat that is in Bejeweled of best believe I'm still bejeweled. When I walk in the room, I can still make the whole place shimmer. Like I can gain the weight of you and lose it. Like I could do all of this. You
Yeah,
gotta talk to me. Like notice me. I'm sending you warning signs. You can't say I didn't see the signs. Just
yeah.
listen. Listen to what I'm saying. I sit and listen to you. You listen to me. Listen to the song. Listen to me. I'm sitting and watching you. I sit and watch you.
And
And you are not watching me back.
there are songs where she does escape. I know we mentioned the Bolter, but I
Mhm,
think Better Man is another really good example
mhm, mhm.
where that one is, she's looking back at this relationship she left. And I think the verse that I really want to point out is, I and it was always on your terms. I waited on every
Please on
careless
every
word, maybe
careless word.
indiscretion, hoping they might turn sweet again, like it was in the beginning, right? The whole,
And you
where's the man who
jealous.
threw blankets over my barbed wire, right? And then, but your jealousy, oh, I can hear it now, talking down to me like I'd always be
Like
around.
I would be around,
Push,
push my love away,
like
like
it
I was
was,
some sort of loaded gun.
oh, you
And guess
never
what?
thought I'd
You
run.
never thought I'd run. And that is literally, yes, Hannah, yes, it's the same song. And let me tell you something. Maroon. That's all I'm gonna say. The Maroon
Hold on. let me finish. Better Man, at the bridge. I hold on to this pride because these days it's all I have. I gave to you my best, and we both know you can't say that. Right? This Tolerated is a Better Man but like an alternate
Older and
universe.
wiser. It's older and wiser. And it's, you know what it is? Tolerated. Tolerated and Better Man are the same song, but in one of them, the bolter runs, and the other, the bolter is trying to stop bolting.
Yeah.
So she doesn't.
Or can't bolt for some reason.
Can't bolt, won't bolt. Maybe
Yeah.
she's trying to prove something
Coulda,
to
shoulda
herself.
bolted.
And yeah, I mean, and part of the reason probably why the bolter doesn't bolt is because we get it in the verse of like, I made you my temple, my mural, my sky. Like, I can't leave because you're everything.
Okay, let's go back to Maroon.
But you know, I was just saying, like, the Maroon theory is once again alive, of like that connection from the past, of like my past things, my past mistakes that I thought were barbed wire and away from me, they're coming back up, and it's coming back up, and it's coming back up, and it's like, oh my God, this is again, all of this inevitably, the rainbow is always going to end in the tortured poets department.
Yeah.
Because
the arc of it.
Yeah, the arc was always headed there.
Yeah.
Of like, literally of Fresh Out the Slammer, and of So Long London. Like, I cannot stay where I'm not being watered, and it's going to be painful.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna feel like my bones shattered.
And I think that's
I gotta go.
And that's why when I say that I think the song has a lot of muses, I think it can. Like, I think there are times where, so for me, for my little theory, personal theory, is just that she read Rebecca and she's like, oh my gosh, I resonate so much with this character, with this book, because of some of the past relationships I have.
Mhm.
And that's crazy, but it's also possible that she was maybe seeing some signs, or it was kind of in her life, maybe percolating a little bit, who knows, and then now when she looks back, and we look back at what's happened in her life since writing Tolerated, we can be like, oh, especially after the re-records, oh, maybe there was some other stuff in there that I didn't know I was going through, but a part of me did.
It's just like with Hoax, we said it before, where she was like, I don't know what Hoax is about. If you ask Taylor now, she'd probably say, I know what Hoax is about. Yeah.
Or it's much clearer to her.
If you ask her if Betty and James get back together, she probably has a different answer.
Ooh, say that.
Or she probably has a more expanded upon answer.
Yes.
Because a lot of things, again, there is safety in writing like fiction, autofiction, because you are dealing with things you don't even realize you're dealing with when you're writing them. So just like Taylor's songs meet us in a moment where we're at, but then you revisit it and it meets you at a completely different moment. I think it happened to her herself. She was like, oh wait. And we know it's happened to her herself as like part of the genius of the Eras Tour surprise songs, because she would get on stage and like make new connections, and she'd be like, oh yeah, it's kind of about this. And her mom's like, do you know what else that reads like?
Well, Exquisite, now that we've kind of come to the end of the song, do you want to talk about Tolerated and Opalite?
Okay, so it's very interesting, because again, we have Tolerated, which is like at this table, and Taylor basically confirmed to us that all of this is taking place at like a dinner table, right?
Or that's how she sees it, right? Like, that's her.
Yeah, that's how she sees it. That's also how I see it a little bit, just because it feels like that to me. And in Opalite, we get advice on leaving a table that's starving you, and she's also like starving.
Let me read it
again.
And don't we try to love? We give it all we got. You finally left the table, and what a simple thought. You're starving till you're not.
And she can say that with confidence, because she's like, I also was starving at the same table. I was starving so bad I was eating out of the trash. Like, like you guys.
Yeah, like, if you're not getting fed, if this restaurant, you're sitting there, you're stuck there, but they're not feeding you, you can just get up and walk out. That's an option.
You don't have to be frozen at the restaurant. Help, I'm still at the restaurant. Girl, get up.
Yeah.
You got feet. You are not a tree. You can move.
Yeah.
Like, and the thing is, again, I love the awareness that the persona in the song has, that she can leave and she is strong enough to leave, but she is actively making the decision to stay and be tolerated. I think it needs to be stated she's not being forced to stay. There is no forcing to stay here,
Yep.
but she's choosing to stay because part of her still believes, like, we give it all we got. Like, if I continue to do the work, maybe he will look up and look at me. Maybe he's going to appreciate this painting I did. Maybe he's going to compliment the polished silver as anything other than like lovely. He's going to find a way to praise me because he used to. He needs to do it. He can do it again.
No, 100%. And it's such Tolerated to me, I think, is such a powerful song because it is a emotion that many people have felt, whether it's a parent who has tolerated you, or
Mhm.
a lover, or something like that. And when you finally realize you can walk away and you can have that strength to move on, you really do lose that weight and you can find healing. I know I said Better Man was like this, we said it's like, it could be like a sister song or whatever. Like, yeah, you're still gonna have times when you wish, sometimes in the middle of the night I see you again and I miss you and I wish you were a better man. But I know why we had to
Yep,
say
I
goodbye.
know why I had to say
Like,
goodbye, like the back of my hand.
yeah,
And it's just like, yeah, just like in So Long London, where it's like, I gotta go because I did all this labor. Fresh Out Slammer, I did all this.
yeah,
And you can let it go.
yeah. Even I would say a little bit like you need to have the moment you knew. You gotta have that moment where you're like, oh my gosh, I can't do this anymore. You said you were gonna be there
Yeah,
at my
yeah,
birthday,
yep.
or at my event,
Mhm,
my this one thing that I care so much about, and the hours pass by, and you're not there,
mhm.
and that was the moment you knew.
Like, that's when I realized, oh, I'm not a priority. You need to have your moment of you step out on the stage and you realize, oh, I'm that girl. I am the greatest in the land. Like, I'm the best thing at this party, and I can leave. I don't need to stay in this situation.
Yeah.
That's the moment I knew.
In fact, you
Look,
killed me, right?
yep.
There's many different ways you can kill the one you love, and the slowest way is never loving them enough. Which was a
Mhm.
crazy
And it's a
line, by the
slow and
way.
painful death. Slow and painful death that
Wow. You say
even
I
statues
abandoned
crumble
the
if they're
ship, but
made to
I was
wait, by the
going
way.
down with it, drowning in the blue
Holding
night.
tight to your quiet
Oh
resentment.
my god.
Tolerated is a quiet resentment song, by the way.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes. Say that.
Quiet resentment song. Like the person on the other side of the table who's purposely reading even though you're sitting together.
That's
And it's not like
so.
reading out loud. He's why are you reading in your head? I think one of the greatest expressions of love is if if you're either both joint reading next to each other, or if they're reading, they're like, "Can I read to you while you're doing this?
Yeah.
Like, do you want to listen to my story? Can I tell you about my
Yeah.
story?" Even my brother and like my siblings, my mom will do this. Like, she'll be reading a book, and if I come in her room, she's like, "You want to hear about my book?" And I'm like, "Yes, I do. Yes, I do. 100%.
One
Tell
of the
me."
reasons I fell in love with Jason was because he read an entire book to me.
Like,
We were
like,
we were long distance for a while, and so one of the ways we would connect, because you run out of stuff to say eventually, so he would just read a chapter
mhm.
of a book.
Mhm. And instead, like, and even in Taylor songs, books have represented love because like now I've read all the books beside your bed.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like like
I know
I
you.
and I did that to connect with you.
Mm-hmm.
Like I want to know the things that bring you joy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so to have someone reading with their head low to themselves
Yep.
while you're sitting right there and just watching,
Yeah.
that's vicious. And it's like, oh, that hurts.
Yep.
That is like, oh, you don't care.
Yep.
And again, the persona is realizing this person doesn't care, but also has but I know what caring from this person feels like, and it feels so good
Yeah.
because where is that man who did all this stuff for me?
No, dude,
Where are you?
you connecting this song to Bejeweled also. Like, now I'm reading Bejeweled lyrics.
Hmm.
Baby boy, I think I've been too good of a girl. Did all the extra credit. I polished those plates till they gleamed and glistened, okay? Then got graded
Hmm.
on a curve. I made you my world, my temple, my mural, my sky. But you know
Hmm.
what? I can reclaim the land. I miss
Hmm.
you, but I
Yep.
miss sparkling. Right? I I think it is really cool that the reason why Taylor can write songs like Bejeweled, High Infidelity, better man is because she did learn to eventually get up from that table, right? She's been the girl who stayed too
Mm-hmm.
long, but she's also been the girl who's left. And
Mm-hmm.
and I love that for my girl.
Yeah, I also think it kind of again, I mentioned the prophecy earlier because we were talking about because I said even statues
Let me look it
crumble
up.
if they're made to wait.
I don't think you said
Um,
that. Did you say
I
that?
did, I did. It was because we were also talking about we were talking about waiting in So Long London when
Oh,
we look at the
okay,
thing.
okay, yeah. So even
I like
statues
slightly
crumble when they're made
mentioned.
to wait.
Yeah, 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 yeah. But again, I relate tolerate it to the prophecy because, like, in this moment of break free and leave us in ruins, take this dagger in me and removed it, that feels like the tolerated, sound like an infant feeling like the very last drops of an ink pen. Like, I'm so afraid I sealed my fate. Like, that is like the opposite action. Like, what happens if I remove this? She's like, the prophecy happens.
Mm-hmm.
The crash out happens. I'm bleeding out. Like, oh my God, someone send help. And then she's like, oh, wait. She bossed back up. She's like, oh, okay, I'm good. Actually, I'm fine. Like, wait a minute. I can do this with a broken heart. All the
Yeah.
pieces of me shattered when I pulled that dagger out. But guess what? I got back up.
I fake it till I make it, and I did.
Exactly. 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 No, exactly, Hannah. Um,
What a
Sometimes you just have
song.
to say exactly. I think about tolerate it too much and I kind of start losing my mind. Um it just is like it just like Hannah, like and it's really interesting that the weapon of choice in tolerated is a dagger.
Yeah, a dagger
Um
traditionally used in stories and in real life to be like to stab someone, to backstab them, especially like a lot of intimate, it's a very
mhm.
intimate weapon. You have to really come up on them and shove it in, right? It's not like a gun that
Yeah.
you can do it from far away. A lot of times, like even in some of the most famous backstabbing scenes, Julius Caesar, right? Brutus has
Mhm.
to come up so close to Caesar as he stabs him, and he says "Et tu, Brutus." Like it is a
Yeah.
close quarters weapon.
Yeah, and you know what else I randomly just remembered? The first time she's like dagger or like knife on here, she's talking about how he arrived into her life in Willow. Rough on the surface, but you cut through like a knife,
Oh my gosh.
right? Took this dagger in me and removed it. And then another thing is I think about happiness all the time, right? Which is another really complicated song. And I think about like, when did all our lessons start to look like weapons pointed at my deepest hurt? That deepest hurt, like this dagger that's just chilling in my gut this whole time.
My twisted knife, my sleepless night in hoax.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like and to put a dagger in somebody and then twist it, to twist the knife, it's like you're trying to make it hurt. So she's like, damn, let me take this dagger out. What's gonna
Yeah, I
happen?
mean, the first time she ever used dagger in a Taylor Swift song is throughout our. Maybe I've stormed out of every single room in this town, threw
In this
out our
town.
cloaks and our daggers because it's morning now. It's brighter now. There's supposed to be no daggers, guys. There should be no daggers.
Yeah, they're supposed to be thrown out. She didn't even keep maps to this one. Like, why is it?
Those are hatchets.
It's like she looks down and she's like, "Oh, I've been impaled like Olaf."
Yeah, she's like, wait, why am I in so much pain right now? Oh, there's someone stabbed me. You stabbed me.
And it's not even someone. It's like, "Oh, you did it." And I let you do it. And I just was like, "You know what? I can deal with the pain because it's probably going to hurt so much worse to remove it." But I could remove it. What are you going to do? I like that it's a threat.
No, it turned into something bigger. Somewhere in the haze,
In
got
the
a sense
haze.
I'd been betrayed.
Your finger on my hairpin trigger. Man, cut the show. But like I do love, but what would you do if I, and I like it because it's the way she sings it is kind of in that same way of the so much older and wiser and I she does I twice, right?
Yeah,
So but she does it is she does
she
also,
tried to.
but what would you do if
Mhm.
I break free and leave us in
Yeah,
ruins?
she's like regaining her agency or trying to.
Mhm. Mhm. And it's just so interesting because we go from Evermore to Midnights, which is like this utter kind of like not loss of agency exactly, but like it's so much self-loathing and self-flagellation where she's like she's trying to take so much ownership of all these problems. She's like, oh
Yeah,
my God, maybe that knife, like I put that in there. I don't
yeah,
know. Like
or
maybe that's my fault.
yeah, or maybe like I need the knife, otherwise I'll do something bad, right? It's like
Yeah.
almost like a
Keep the
like
knife sheathed in my body because if it's in my hands, I'll
yeah,
get something.
yeah. Wow. Ugh.
Like
Ugh.
if I don't point the knife at me, if it's not deep in me, I may hurt everyone else around me. So I should only
Because
hurt
I'm a
myself. That's
monster
what your
on a
knife is.
hill, right?
Exactly.
Pierced
I'm
through the
liable to
heart, but
lash
never
out.
killed.
Liable to lash out. I'm the mad woman, like don't take advice from someone who's falling apart. Like I'm not so. And then by TTBD, she's like, now hold on a second. It's not just my fault. Why'd you put that knife in there?
Literally.
Like,
Wow, what a
wait a
song.
second. Wow. Oh, tolerate it. This is why Taylor didn't want us talking about you.
She's like, stop it.
Stop.
But
She's
she deserves to be celebrated. We're gonna call her lovely.
exactly and mean it.
Yeah.
And we're praising her because this song is so lovely. The performance of this song,
Oh, we gotta give our flowers to Mr.
lovely.
Aaron Dessner for
We
this song.
do, we do, we
If
do.
this is, I think, the first song, only because Closure is later in the album, is that has a weird time signature, 10/8. It's got that weird driving beat with the piano, and she was like, oh, that's great. Let me write a depressing song to it. So thank
Hmm.
you, Aaron Dessner. It really does work. You're so unsettled in its um, beat.
And her vocal work on this,
Yeah,
the production, and I wait by the door like I'm just a kid.
yeah.
I'm about to start crying. Actually, I miss the Eras tour. I should just rewatch the Tolerated performance. Because listen, the Tolerated performance, for those of you who didn't see it live, I feel so bad for you.
Oh my gosh, don't say that.
I will say it. She was throwing water on stage.
Yeah, our little theater
It's
girl.
yeah, and yeah, it's just really good. And wow, Tolerated. I didn't realize we were going to talk about you for that long. This one,
I did. This
I
one.
did, I did.
Well, Taylor Swift could not stop us from talking about this song. We will have a little bonus episode for you sometime in the next week or so, hopefully over the weekend. And then
Mhm.
we will continue with No Body, No Crime the next week. Before we say goodbye to our friends over the airwaves, what emoji do you think would be appropriate for Tolerated?
Mm.
Right? We have we have a lot of options. There's silverware. I'm sure there's a knife emoji.
Ooh, what about a running emoji?
Oh, like just you bet. The bravest thing I ever did
The
was run. Like, girl, you better run.
yeah, yeah, run, and she won't run until she does. Oh, my sweet Bolter.
Yes,
She was trying so hard not to be that. She was trying to learn,
but
and then
sometimes you gotta
the
you got
safest thing you ever did was run.
yeah.
Like the bravest thing you ever did was run. Sometimes you literally do just need to get on a stage and get some distance and be sober
Yep,
and
and run.
and run and run.
All right.
Even
Well,
if they'll call you a traitor who doesn't understand, by the way.
that's we
Long
believe you.
list of
We believe you,
traitors
Taylor.
who won't understand. Anyway,
Um,
okay, I'm done.
good pull. Good pull. So
Yeah,
thank you guys for listening. Thank you for being patient with Evermore. We did not forget her. She is beloved, and we will be back
by
very
me
soon.
at least. Hannah's just an aunt. This is
Yeah.
my child.
I mean, it'll flip for folklore, so it's okay.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye.